Pardon me. Hi, guys. There we are. Getting my stuff together. Let's create a new character. Let's go with a Char. A Charvenant? A Charger? Let's go with a Charvenant. Body style is fine. Markings look fine. Face. Nice angry face. Go with that sort of color coordinated, sort of the white and gray, you know. Can't really make his eyes out, but we'll go with a red color. Snout's fine. Ears and head is fine. Salmon. Autumn? There we go. Ebony, matte, autumn. Matte. Ebony. Autumn. Ebony, sure. Alright, that looks fine. We'll go with that one. Good evening to whomever has joined me. I hope your hump day, or Wednesday, has been fine so far. I'll try not to ruin it too much. Ash? Iron? Blood Legion is just so obvious. Fine, we'll go with blood. Reali. Dinky. Riva. Fights hard and plays hard. Yeah, let's go with that. That sounds like a Char. They told me the soldier that sired me is a loyal soldier. That's pronounced Furax, not Furax. Furax would be a little on point. In fact, it's too on point. Oh, it fit! I was sure it was going to be a character or two too long. It is a character too long. It's not saying it. Oh, it let me put it in. Wait, what? What the hell just happened?
I am a Char.
Hello? Wow, okay. This is not going swimmingly to start. Server issues? Have I disconnected? What's the deal? Wow. I've never seen this before. I think I'm going to have to kill the client and restart. Because it's making the noise as if it's at the character select, but nothing's showing up. Okay. Let's restart. Why'd you go and do that and break my game for? That's mean. This should be interesting to see what state it returns into. All right. It's fine. It is where I expected. I was that this would let me actually play. That was really weird. It gummed itself up. And oh, transmutation charge. I can put that away.
Over here, soldier. I've got new orders for you.
And we're started now. Pointy Tiger is that person's
Over
name.
here.
This is your lucky day.
That player's name.
Medic!
Gracchus. Yeah, I know. Help him. He's in the
Your
team.
help, soldier.
Yeah, I'm on it. Don't sweat it. I got this. So, hey there.
Here, ghosty.
Well, I can't quite say it's my favorite game, although it probably is. It's the game I've played the most on stream, though, by a chunk. So, yeah, I'm a huge Guild Wars 2 guy. I'm kind of a huge guy to begin with, but particularly about Guild Wars 2. And I'm getting a little bit hyped up for the Steam release on Tuesday. Guild Wars 2 finally coming to Steam. Should bring a whole shitload of new players into the game. Yeah, it will be a big deal. Hopefully. My intent is to start a Steam account. But I don't know if I want to do a complete second client install, which I assume it's going to require. Because essentially, playing on the same servers, but I think the clients are significantly different. Regardless, I intend on streaming a lot on those first few days.
That will kill you until you get the point.
Maybe give some help to some noobs. Answer questions.
Burn down his kingdom and bury the ashes. Make him remember that day.
Also, it's 10th anniversary, which means I'll also get a shitload of presents.
Finish him.
I get the account-wide present,
Mission accomplished.
and then a bunch of my 10-year
Boys,
character gifts as well.
report back to Smokestead.
Plus, they're giving out all kinds of freebies on the 23rd. Starting the 23rd, Twitch drops are coming for Guild Wars 2. and you can get those by watching anyone who's streaming it,
I
including
heard what
me.
you did down in that crypt, soldier.
That's right.
Impressive.
I'll have drops.
Chippy and Brimstone was calling the shots. Finished with that.
Ding 2. It's just an exciting time for the game. Hopefully it is hugely successful for them, because that means
Come talk to me.
more employees, hopefully, and certainly more content forthcoming. And these are good things. It will be interesting to see. In most games, you would expect, full starting zones, overflowing, lag, stuff like that. But because of their the structure for their servers and stuff, as long as they've got enough hardware to spin up, they won't see any problems at all. And let's face it, historically, their server tech is miles above everybody else's. They've had a couple of hours of downtime in 10 years. Let me see. Check my mounts. Go with that, and that, and that, and that, that, and that, that, and that. That'll do. And my glider. Clearly not that. Oh yes, that's definitely the answer we want. I'm not sure of exactly how they do it. But for instance, if they made a change right now to the code, I'd get a warning that I have like an hour and a half or 2 hours to log out and log back in, basically for the new patch to take effect. They live patch for anything other than catastrophic system changes.
You want to fight? Tomorrow I get my first real weapon.
Whereas, any other MMO, it's like, okay, it's time for the weekly downtime. Not this game. Yeah, whoever designed the server tech is a freaking genius. Did I really choose that one? I didn't think I chose that one for my Griffin. I really did. This is the Nightmare skin for the Griffin. I'll stick with it because evidently I did click it. That's the Nightmare skin. Note the horrible dead black eyes. It's just wrong. It's wrong.
Attack! Yes!
Real quick grab. Damn it. Janet. I'll come back over here and I'll shoot the cannons again. Oh, come on. There we go.
Let me guess. Trouble.
Is that a raid boss? Ladry? I myself I did my time raiding in WoW Vanilla, so I haven't tried any of the raids. I've watched a fair number of them.
For Ash Legion.
He's stealing my cannon shots. Oh, gotcha. Right. Yep. Yeah, I just do it as part of the daily when I have to, and I do the first boss because I'm a great big chicken. I know I've seen people talk about specific strategies for beating particular bosses. I'm not sure about Leandri.
You have a
A
question?
whole bunch of brand new char running around.
Attack! Yes!
But I just do the first one. Because I'm a lazy lump. Alright, heart complete. Go me. Yeah, Griffin's just not a good choice as the default. We'll go with the Jackal. How many total bosses are there in the pavilion anyway? Is it like 20? About 20. 16? I mean, at some point I did a few of them. Like 3 or 4. But I think that's about the most I've ever done. Really? Thought there were like 4 in each tier. Maybe it's only 3 in each tier? Well, 3 wouldn't add up. Anyway. I'm not sure why I thought it was so many then. I mean, I've done boatloads of the bosses. I'm surprised that the boss blitz, the 6 bosses, the number of times that I've gotten gold medals this year seems really, really high compared to the past. In the past, you know, getting it finished wasn't that difficult, but getting it gold was something that didn't really happen. But it has been happening a lot this year. That's not a complaint. Just a bit of a surprise.
For Iron Legion.
But a reminder, on Monday, spend any of your currencies. Because on Tuesday, along with the Steam patch and the 10th anniversary, the event ends. Well,
You have
actually,
a question?
Monday night, very late.
Goodbye.
And I'm doing the dailies every day on 2 characters or 2 accounts. Because I'm insane. I have an alt account as well. I think that's it's a touch. I mean, it's not as bad as Mighty Teapot. Yeah, it helps. It's not a big deal. Mighty Teapot has some ridiculous number of accounts. And has automated the login process. Basically where he, you know, logs into each account in turn, but he has to, like, reset his VPN every so many. Because there's only a certain number of logins they'll allow from a single IP number in a certain length of time before they start slowing things down. And he's got, I don't know, 80? 120? Some ridiculous, literally insane number of accounts. Initially, I did it just, you know, oh, a second account, I'll get, you know, 15 bucks I spent. It was one of the $15 sales to give you Path of Fire and Heart of Thorns. And so I applied it and created a second account. But me being me, I ended up having 10 character slots on it. That's one of each class and one for the key farm. It's possible I suffer from a long-term, long-lasting mental disorder. This is my main account. I have 28 characters. That's one of each spec. And the key farm slot. Again, I'm going to stick with mental as being the reason for that. Hey, Vestina. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Although, I don't know. He is a very organized guy. So I can see him, you know, having it all very, very tidily arranged. And automated to a great degree because he's also a very capable coder. And he burns through money like nobody's business. Now, he's not doing it for his own goodies. Well, indirectly, I suppose. He gives away so much stuff and is trying to push his guild, Hardstuck, into being like a real force in at least this game for starters, and who knows, maybe more games after. I will say I find him to be a force for good in the community. I think that he is genuinely trying to help make the player base better and more active. However, his community is not so great. Yeah, I think he's a good guy. I think he's trying honestly to improve the situation for everyone. But sometimes he is a little bit overly welcoming of negative sentiments in his community. That's the only negative thing I can say about him, really. Because I think sometimes that when one of the people in his chat says something unpleasant, he'll laugh at it, you know, rather than, you know, ignore or disarm. So I don't think he at all is toxic to the game. I think he is a huge positive influence to the game. But I think a large amount of his, a good number of his chat is pretty toxic. It's sort of the Asmongold effect. If you've ever seen Asmongold talking about like MMOs in general, and specifically, you know, about WoW stuff, he's got sort of, you know, he's got Asmongold, which is his WoW stream primarily, and he also has Zach Rar or something like that, which is him turning off the Asmongold bullshit and playing basically as himself. So it's the no-nonsense version, and he is a smart, insightful player about MMOs, gaming, and the community in general. Really very impressively smart and on point about stuff. However, his regular account chat is fucking horribly toxic. And I think Teapot's got a little bit of that same thing. That he himself is a good, positive vibe. His community, not ours. I am certainly missing Wooden Potatoes, who hasn't been in-game for quite a while now, or commented or streamed for a couple months. I know he commented in his YouTube a while back that, you know, he was fine, he'd be getting back to the game in a while, and not to worry or anything like that. It's not like anything, you know, bad has happened in his life, of which I'm aware. But I do miss having him around. I enjoy watching his videos and watching him stream. We miss you, WP. Come home. deviance can be a subtle art. It doesn't have to be. And actually, Wooden Potatoes brought me back to the game. I played at launch. I've come back for each expansion. I've played through them. But I always felt that I was terrible at the game. I think with good cause. Probably I was average at the game. Then he brought out a series of videos on open world story builds. One for each class. And he did this series of 9 videos, and it completely pulled me back into the game.
It's easy when you know how.
But not only were the builds good, solid, with really good survivability, more importantly, he explained all of the synergies that made them work. And it improved my understanding of the game immensely. I didn't just become a better player because I was playing better builds. I understood the game better and was capable of putting things together on my own much better. I'm not sure. I've basically stuck with his, his Guild Wars 2 content. Certainly I had no interest in watching his Final Fantasy XIV content, even though he was playing the living hell out of FF14 for quite a while. Yeah, it was, right, yeah, the only thing, exactly, is I don't raid, and raid builds may not work very well for story-based stuff, or fractal stuff may not work. So yeah, for me, that was a huge win. It was basically exactly the way I play. Open world and story stuff. That's most of my in-game activity. Now, I've also seen one of the other things that I'm really pleased by is, I don't really want to call it growth in, the appearance of low-intensity builds. Those are another thing that's just great to see. As, I'm getting older, my reactions are certainly slowing down. I've never been able to be a true keyboard warrior because I've got these fat little sausages at the end of my hand. So the low-intensity builds are also a blast, because sometimes I just want to play and not work on my piano skills. And so the rise in low-intensity builds is similar to the stuff that WP did. And both of those, I think, are great. Single player, open world story builds and the low intensity builds, that combo it just can bring a whole lot of players back into the game. As an example, a lot of my friends, no, really, I have friends, were not comfortable with their builds, and I mentioned a couple of builds, and they tried those builds, and they were all really pleased to see that they were much more effective in a build that was, put together. Yeah, I agree. I enjoy the open world stuff. The same way I feel about what I'm doing right now. The Key Farm. I like it. It's a nice, quiet, low impact kind of gaming, and I can chat. It's perfect for that. And so it's something I really find enjoyable. Equipping offhand. Thank you. There's an enormous value in that kind of stuff. I mean, there was a time, like I mentioned earlier, I did my time playing, doing raiding in Vanilla WoW. I'm not really interested in raiding anymore. Okay, I'm slightly interested in raiding in this game, but not a bunch. it seems to me a lot more work than I really want to put in right now. Most of the time, I just want to play for fun. And for too long, that's been kind of contrary to the, let's say, the YouTube community. You know, you weren't going to get a lot
More
of
to explore.
videos on how to optimize open world stuff in the past. You were going to get how to optimize for raids or fractals. And I think all of those, the low intensity builds and the single player open world builds, all of those are going to be significantly more important next week.
Keep it quiet.
As players start to play and they're trying to get a clue, or they're finally hitting level 80, you know, in a week or 2 weeks. And they go, okay, well, how can I make my character better? And all of a sudden they see, you know, they go to Snowcrows and they see a raid build that's going to cost 200 gold or more to put the gear together, and they're going to go, I guess I can't play in the end game. And that's not the case. You know, or you need to be able to put out 35,000 DPS on this build, and they go into the DPS bots, and they're putting out 1.5k, and they can't figure out why, because all the builds are is, here's what you do, put these parts together, congratulations, you're done. It's not exactly the way it works in this game. Not a slam on Snowcrows or anything. A couple of those sites I know are doing low intensity builds now too, so, or actually have been doing them for a while. I feel pretty confident that the community, the Guild Wars 2 community, will be welcoming for new players. Perhaps too welcoming. The Reddit equivalent of the Hug of Death. If you're familiar with the Reddit Hug of Death, basically something comes onto Reddit and somebody includes a pointer to a website, but it's some small little website with a tiny amount of bandwidth, and their bandwidth for 6 months is used up in 15 minutes. That's the Hug of Death. Well, that is certainly something that can happen here too. Because we can see so many people wanting to help new players that it's just too much. Alright, well, I think I've got enough for a completion out of that. Ooh, Black Lion chest. Yay! But I don't want to wait around 7 minutes. Okay, 6.5 minutes for that event to complete. Bonk. Bonk. Third time's the charm.
Showed them.
Crap, I missed the event
Mess
here.
with us.
Oh, when the event's here, it's an easy heart to finish. When the event's not here, it sucks.
Teaching hard lessons to the enemy. Yeah.
This is the only proper course.
Yep. I bonked my head real good. But I have discovered over the amount of time I've been playing and, well, doing key farms, that this particular heart, if the event isn't on there, is best done here first. And if the event has, if this area hasn't been cleared out. Oop. And there's an event in there.
Feel the pain.
Oh, it's a champion. I'm screwed.
Too strong to stay down.
It's a champion. I'm screwed. Time to go. Yeah, just two of us? That ain't gonna happen. Oh, there's an event. Oh, it's a champion. I've remembered I have an appointment. Anywhere else. So much for that. So now we go back to the slow method. I clip it. Absolutely. That guy's trying. I give him full credit. He's trying, but it ain't. It's not my nature to just run away. He's dead. Now it's in my nature to run away. Ah, missed me. He's in for a big surprise. Unless that's the guy that just died there, in which case he's in for another death. Okay, so we avoid him and the crazy person who's trying to kill it, and we settle for killing the guys in here. That's the actual method that is fast.
You lose. I'm good.
Another level. Ow, ow, stop, close. Thank you. Yeah, so, a good thing to do when you're doing a key farm is to try and make sure you get all events that pop up and tag them for credit. However, be aware of the fact that the champion is going to kick your ass. And here I go again.
Kill them all.
This asshole's shooting at me. As I'm trying desperately to... No problem, had it the whole way.
It's easy.
Easy peasy. Oh, that's... partial completion for one of the dailies. If I had a hammer... Oh, I do. Cool.
Kill them all.
Can he get lucky?
You can never
No.
have too much
I've
truth.
opened a bunch of those boxes. I have not yet got one of the rares. I'm bitter.
We have completed the task at hand.
No, really, I'm bitter. Taste me. We'll head up here.
You have a question?
You have questions? I have answers. Really? I'll sell all the crap.
This
that.
is the only proper course.
That, let's see. Still, we're making pretty good progress. Absolutely no ghosts around here to murder, so back to spooters. So my big plan for next Tuesday, I'm trying to decide between one of two things. One is I install, presumably, the different client. Second copy of Guild Wars 2, the client. Play the Steam client. Create a new account, new character or characters, all that stuff. The other is just to continue playing on my regular account and emphasize trying to answer questions for new players in an attempt to create a welcoming and friendly environment. A new life awaits you on the Off-World Colonies, a chance to begin again in a golden land of opportunity and adventure. Name that movie. Good try. Does have the right sort of feel. It is told by a dystopic futuristic world, a floating sort of balloon / animated billboard. It's Blade Runner. So I'm going to give you half marks. I think that was an excellent estimate guess. An approximation. You see, I think Fifth Element is entertaining. But part of my disappointment with it, I suppose, is just that for much of my life, I've been waiting for more science fiction and fantasy films, and anything that isn't a more serious effort, I'm always disappointed by. And a good example would be if you've seen the trailer for the new Dungeons and Dragons movie, which most people really like the trailer. I just don't think that the fantasy movie genre has had enough good ones that it has earned its own version of Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, Marvel earned the leeway to make a more comic movie with Guardians of the Galaxy because they have a lot of really good superhero movies. There aren't that many good fantasy movies. And I just don't think we've earned the right for a parody just yet. I don't think I even landed a hit on that. That's kind of the way I feel about Fifth Element. Entertaining, but for me personally, disappointing because I was hoping for a real solid, serious science fiction.
That's how it's done.
I mean, basically the last really serious science fiction movie that I've seen was Dark City. I consider Matrix to be more an action movie with a science fiction setting. But then I'm kind of a purist for stuff like that. Alright, I'm up to level 8. I am looking forward to seeing how the Rings of Power turns out. I know a lot of Tolkien purists are unhappy about this, that, and the other about it, but I'm waiting to see. We get that in a couple weeks. The first 2 episodes are on the 2nd of next month. No fight going here. So this heart is also a bit of a pain. Oh, gotta get the gun.
I'll need to scout all of this.
Oh, that's why it's not firing. God.
Regression.
There we go. Auto fire set. Shoot. Once they're below 50% health, you shoot them with the net. And that's how you make progress, but not a bunch. It's just slow. It's a slow-going heart. Every map has got a few hearts that are slow going. Hey, Vorp, how you doing? So the 19th Vorp, they'll be giving away a free total makeover kit. You'll want to log in for that. Oh, is that the multiplayer Skyrim? Interesting. Be funny if that turns out to be a better game than ESO. Funny, sad. And so many games just don't learn the lesson that Skyrim teaches. If you give the players mods to a good game, they'll play it forever, and they'll keep buying new versions. I had such hopes for ESO, and I've tried so many times to get into the game, and it won't stick. Just won't. Oh, I mounted up. God damn it. Every map's got certain hearts that just, well, suck. This is one of those hearts. Doubled back. There, heart complete. Zug Zug, heart complete.
I'm feeling generous. I think I'll find someone who wants a lesson in There, you're stronger. Now get out of my sight.
So my intention is to play Guild Wars, obviously tonight and tomorrow. Friday will be the new PoE League, probably Saturday and Sunday, although those are iffy, given the iffy nature that we've seen out of Path of Exile in the last few expansions, the last few challenge leagues. Monday we'll be back here, Guild Wars 2, and then Tuesday, either with a new Steam account or back here on this account for the Steam launch. See if I can't provide a little help and guidance to some new players.
Strong.
Strong! That's another ding. One more level, and we get to start the personal story.
Strong.
So it will be an eventful next few days for me on the stream. Now there's a primarily Guild Wars 2 streamer who goes by the name of Muckluck, you may be familiar with. For him, Tuesday's a ludicrously big deal. It's his actual birthday. It's the 10-year anniversary. It's the Steam launch. And he's going to be on the front page of Twitch for an hour. All in all, that's a busy day. Apparently, I think Mighty Teapot also is going to get an hour on the front page on Tuesday. So Twitch is going to be popping off, yo, on Tuesday for Guild Wars 2. And this, of course, will begin the Magnifying Lens World Domination Tour for taking over the streaming universe.
You lose.
You know, maybe. This time for sure. You know, all those other times that I've said it, it didn't happen yet. But this time, definitely. My brother linked in an article on Facebook about, from one of the major media sources. I don't remember what. Forbes, maybe? Something like that. Well, sort of major media. Actually, more of a hacky website about the difficulties for professional streamers that they face. You know, burnout, stress, long hours, quote unquote, everyone thinking that it's got to be easy because you're playing video games for a living. And my brother linked it in. I said, well, it's a good thing I never started streaming to make a lot of money. I did it for the blackjack and hookers. Yeah, I was, and I feel a little, you know, it was a difficult choice. I was getting so frustrated with Latro, but I was getting, you know, consistent good viewing numbers and lots of follows and stuff that the business sense choice would have been, well, keep streaming Latro even if you're not having fun anymore. But I wasn't having fun anymore. I'll go back to Latro when it'll be fun for me again. But right now it just wasn't. But that's the reality of it. I mean, I don't understand how a streamer like Mathel, who's one of the biggest, if not the biggest PoE streamers, that's basically all he plays. You know, a couple of times he's played other stuff on stream, not much. He's played some Binding of Isaac, he played some first-person shooter stuff in the past. But basically, probably 95% of his content is Path of Exile content. I just don't know how he can play the same game, you know, 6 days a week, 6 or 7 hours a day. I'd go crazy. Now, Muckluck does Guild Wars too, but even he's been getting tired of that. And he also has an entirely different section where he plays other games as well. But he has streamed over 1,500 straight days. So anyone who thinks that making a living at streaming is going to be a walk in the park is smoking the cracks. Yeah. And guys like Muckluck who don't just do you know, streaming. He cranks out a lot of videos too. You put the streaming and the videos together, he is doing a metric shit ton of work. And that's true for a lot of the content creators. It's a lot of work. It ain't just playing games. Now, pretty much all I do is play games because I'm not trying to make a living at it. I'm not doing this for money. But it's still, you know, I have spent a chunk of work at it. If I stream 2 hours a day, I'm probably spending another 20 or 30 per day on doing stuff related to the streaming, and that's just as a casual 2 hour a day streamer. Trying to do 6 or 7 hours a day and videos and all this stuff, yeah, it's a job, and it doesn't strike me as a very fun job at a certain point. I mean, it's sort of an old truism that if you're doing what you love for your living, sooner or later, it's just going to be a job. And I think there's a degree of truth in that. Maybe not for everybody, but for a lot of people. Anyone else? Anyone going to attack in here so I can at least get a whack on something and you know, get credit? Because I can stand here for the next minute and 28 seconds, and if I don't kill anything in here, I don't get any credit. Looks like I'm going to give up on credit. All right. Oh, no, here they come. Hi, guys. Here they come. Oh, they're invulnerable. You guys going to try and, like, walk in or something? Of course, I'm so close anyway, it's not really worth the effort. Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, for me, I'm playing video games and streaming it because video games are fun, computer games are fun, and adding a social element, being able to chat, that makes it more fun. So that's why I'm doing it. But, you know, you get to a point, yeah, if he hates the game, he's like tens of millions of other people, tens of millions of other Americans, and that he hates his job. His job is just a video game. Ding 10. And at that point, I imagine if you've got a good, healthy community, then that is sort of the saving grace. If you're playing a game you don't like, but the community is giving you enough entertainment with it, then it's got to be a lot easier. But I mean, imagine if you're making the money, but you don't even like have a community that's really fun to hang around in. Well, no, I mean, if you're going to do that and you're investing wisely, then you'll be able to retire in a few years. Or maybe change over to play a game that he does want to play. And sure, if he's only getting 20% of the crowd and, 5% of the money, but he's having fun and he's retired.
Where are the others?
But it's not easy. It is, to try and make a living at streaming is brutally difficult.
Hey, come talk to me.
Vegas. Vegas. A lot of good restaurants and alcoholic Slurpees from Fat Tuesday. Yeah. Now we're talking. It's possible I'm not a good influence on the kids here in the channel. Oh, wait.
I've got what you need.
That was smutty.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Yeah, I mean, so if you're in a position like him, where either you're making enough that you'll be able to retire in 4 or 5 years, then absolutely, you can do a job you hate that long.
At least you made it.
A lot of people do a job they hate
think
for
we're
30
the only
years,
ones
40
left.
years, so. And if you're Mathel still, I don't understand how, he still enjoys PoE, despite playing it, 7 days a week, 6 or 7 hours a day for most of the year. Part of it is that Mathel's so fucking good at it that he can try all kinds of weird-ass builds that nobody else will try just because he has fun with it.
Well, look who finally came back. When Steelbane gets done with you, you'll wish you died with the rest of your warband.
As if I cared what you think. Who are you? And why are you breathing at me?
Sarosi Breaksteel. Steelbane recruited me, along with the others, to rebuild the warband.
Wait, what? He's recruiting without asking us?
Yeah, because you're dead, remember? And probably better off that way. Report to Steelbane in the barracks, quick, or you'll be in for a beating.
Really, she's lovely when you get to know her.
Legionnaire! Looks like some sewage just floated in from the battlefield. You get my best soldiers killed, and then have the nerve to stand there stinking up our barracks with your cowardly musk? I got them killed? Tell me something, boss. Who's in charge of this outfit? Who is giving the orders? You. Watch your tongue, soldier, or I'll have it removed for insubordination. Rage. Teach this piece of waste how to address a legionnaire.
How did they get so
With
many
pleasure.
people capable of doing voice work? That rap music's without, you know, having to pay for lozenges.
Strong.
Prepare to bleed. That's what you got for me, huh? That was terrible.
Another corpse that doesn't know it's dead. I thought only humans were that stupid.
Strong. Kill them all.
Kicked their butts.
Stand down! All of you! Stand down now! So, you fight your own warband better than you fight the enemy. Go on, get out of my sight while I figure out what to do with you. There's a load of supplies over at Telleraine's. Bring them to me. Double time! It's the only job you're fit for. Screw this up, and I will use your hide as a doormat. Understood? Understood, boss.
Retrieve the supplies. Pardon me, I have to retrieve some supplies. They are over here. They are. We have the Plains of Ashford. Do we also have the Plains of Simpson? That's an old guy music joke. You kids today won't get that joke. Also, it's not that funny.
I get more of this cub duty, and Steelbane's gonna need new teeth.
Hi, Riva.
The rest of your warband defected voluntarily. Don't be stubborn. Why fight for blood when you can cook for Flame Legion? Females have it easy with us.
You want me to desert and join you so you can demote me to fry cook? Please! I've killed 100 males twice your size.
Fall in line or fall on a blade. I don't care which. No luck trolling for recruits at the pig farm? You Flame Legion stiffs must be desperate. I came here for supplies, but this is a lot more fun. If it's fun you want, recruits! Let's send Blood Legion a message. Bury these idiots and destroy those supplies while you're at it.
Life is unfair. Whoops. Hey, there's a whole lot of them, it seems like. And it was such an ideal choice, too. Me turning tail and running. I got this. I don't got this.
You want me to cook for you?
Yeah, the few times I've tried to clip, I've failed too, but I'm not sure. Well, I was going to say I'm not sure what I did or didn't do. That's pretty obvious.
Males.
Enemy
The
contact.
females will take over again.
Enemy contact. I'll say this, Revenant is a good choice for a key farm. I think Guardian is probably the best choice.
Hunt them.
Very well. You have my attention.
But Mace Sword is just a really, really good combo for dealing
I
with.
knew this soldier. Best quartermaster in the legions. Whatever you needed, he had it.
The content you have to do in the key form.
My whole war band deserted for the promise of power. Never thought I'd see something like that. I have nothing left but my life. If you'll have me in your ranks, it's yours.
We need soldiers, and you can clearly handle yourself in a scrap. Welcome to the war band. Just be warned.
Welcome to the
My
occupation.
legionnaire is going to
Excellent
drown us for losing
REM
their
song.
supplies. I hope you can swim.
Don't worry. I can hold my breath for a long time. I'll take punishment over death, or being a gladium. Lead on.
Shouldn't it be Gladium? Because I'm assuming it's the same root as Gladiator. Sword. Better sword, whipping offhand. Boots I can't wear. Pants I can't wear.
Affirmative.
But then that's something in common with reality. I'm not wearing pants right now. And that's true. I'm wearing shorts. They're not pants.
Hey,
Did I go wrong?
come talk to me.
Yep. Imperator's Core. Yes. Yeah. Just shorts. All right, you got me out this time. So tomorrow, no pants at all, just underwear. Or maybe commando. I know that Twitch doesn't want you to go topless, but they don't say anything about bottomless.
Why aren't we winning this war? Why isn't it over already? We need better.
Wait, what?
It's your problem.
Downstairs, yeah. That's true. Or kilt.
I love the arena. After we're done with Steelbane, let's.
I like a nice single malt scotch. I think that might be sufficient for me to get away with wearing a kilt.
Well, well. If it isn't the brave soldier that aided me in Baradin's crypt. Good to see you again, Tribune Brimstone. If you'll excuse me, I need to speak to Steelbane.
So his last name is Rust? He's Steelbane, that's Rust. Right?
Crawling with Flame Legion. The supplies were destroyed. In other words, you failed. Again. By the claw of the Con-Ur, give me one reason why I shouldn't just kill you now. Go ahead and try it. You don't have the spine. You're done, Steelbane.
Yeah.
Either you step down as Legionnaire, or I'll knock you into the dirt myself. You want my job, you miserable little puke? Earn it. Get down there and fight. Show
Pickle
me
fight.
what you've got, and maybe I'll show you how a real Legionnaire
Nice.
fights.
That's right up there with
Come
the
on, troops. Watch me crush this
what
little
apparently has
mutiny
become a
and teach
thing,
you all
a
a
meme,
lesson in respect.
which is at the end of Dragonstorm, with the big confrontation between Jormag and Primordus, is that right when they come together is for people to go in their very best Mike Tyson. Now, Kith.
up here!
All right, that's 4 down.
Not bad, soldier, but it's not over yet. Let's see how you fare against the arena champion.
Champion Vita Vitalgore. Or is it Vita Vitalgore? You'd think it would be Vita, but I would go with Vita. Lovely Vita Meter Maid? Okay, that's maybe not the best example.
This is it, soldier. Last round. Victory or death. Let's see what you got.
What was that alternative to victory again? Because it sounded like you said death. Quit knocking me down, you punk. How does that torment feel? Are you tormented by it? Well, I'm definitely choosing cake, if cake or death are the options. Depends on the cake, actually. Because you can have really good cake, but you can have the dry cake that's got this huge, thick layer of nasty frosting on top. Maybe
I'd say
death.
your soldier exceeded expectations. What do you say, Steelbane? He's so impressed he's speechless. Now get in that ring and fight, Steelbane, or I'll split you open myself. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Tribune, sir.
I can't hear you, Legionnaire. Yes, sir. A formal challenge, Steelbane. This soldier's willing to fight to the death. How about you? Prepare to be impressed, Tribune. I am going to make an example out of this whimpering cub.
Don't think so. How'd that work out for you,
Stop.
Steelbane?
I surrender. Don't kill me. I can still be of use to the Blood Legion. He's done, soldier. Either he lives to continue serving the Corps as best he can, or he dies in the name of Legion discipline.
Well,
Either way,
I
the
think I have to.
decision's
It's
yours.
important that I follow
Kill him
the
or
example
cast him out of your warband.
of our great leaders of the past, the Char leaders of the past, and I show mercy and compassion, and bullshit, we kill him. Now, what were those insults against Steelbane? Why don't you repeat them? Okay.
Even the most glorious
Yeah,
revolution
yeah,
is just
yeah.
a successful
Dead.
mutiny. Congratulations on your promotion, Legionnaire. Thank you, Tribune. I'll rebuild this warband.
Pardon me,
and
I'm all
live
broken
to
up
your
over the
trust.
death of
I promise
Steelbane.
you that. Good. Now for your first orders. Replenish your warband with honorable Gladium. Earn their trust. Yes, sir. Any recommendations? Fion the Wraith and Sour Doomsday. Both are good soldiers.
I was really
Fought
hoping
in
for a
hard
sweet
times.
Doomsday, but I guess we'll settle
I'll
for a
give
sour
you a full
Doomsday.
briefing when you're ready.
Doomsday Sour actually sounds like a really good whiskey drink.
What do you have for me?
I normally go with Sour Doomsday. Let's go with Fion the Wraith. Ooh, you are smoking the crack, sir, but I hope you brought enough to share. Fion the Wraith.
Hey, I just realized, with Steelbane gone, we can rename our warband.
Current sword is almost as good. We've got the axe. Axe is only offhand. I've got an axe. Let's go with a better sword. And hope for a mace. Hammer also acceptable. Weapon offhand. The way it does this drives me crazy. Oh. Sword, and offhand. Another sword, thank you. That's really insulting.
Target destroyed.
I've never gotten a whiff of a super rare. I got a rare not too long ago. It was the shittiest rare imaginable. It's one of the infinite potions that... so it actually was better than the previous. Previously, I got one that if I turn around and sold it, was going for like 8 silver. At least if I'd sold this one, it was going for like 2 gold. It's the one that allows me to polymorph myself into a random plant. Sadly, I'm serious. All right, let's see. Well, we know what we need to do. We need to train. You see, I'm sure that they have changed the number of points, hero points you're getting early on. Because I used to be, I would come out of this with 5 or 6 when I got to this point. Maybe even 4. And now it's 8. I've noticed this for a couple of weeks. So they definitely made a change in the number of hero points you're getting early on. Now, another reason to go with the Revenant as an early selection. Or a common selection for... the key farm is to get the Whirling Hammers of Death. The Vengeful Hammers are just really good for level. Where are we going? We're going down here. I am glad to have people around chatting. It improves the stream for me, and I think it also improves the stream for everyone else. The stream is better when there are chatters, and I'm a better streamer when there's chatters. That's simple. It also doesn't hurt if they bust out the phrase tickle fight in the middle of a duel to the death between Char.
Fion the Wraith. Ritlock Brimstone sent me. Ah, my old friend Ritlock. He must want to ask one last thing from me before I die.
Not quite. He and I both want you to join my warband and leave dying till much, much later. Come with me and start a new life.
New beginnings are for the young. I'm old, and I only have one thing left to do. Slash Warmaster Kalar's throat.
Unless you
Okay,
can
that's a
break
little
out
dark,
this
but
bridge,
I can help you out with that.
Warmaster Kalar will just come back again.
My comrades howl for justice from their shallow graves. I'm not leaving here without evening the score.
Then we'll purify this crypt in their honor. If you survive, you join us. If not...
Then I'll come back as a ghost myself and keep killing these Ascalonian devils forever and ever.
Yeah, you're not a little bit tetched, but that's fine. We can use tetched.
Me too. I miss him, but...
You guys coming?
On to the next battle, right?
There's only one battle left for me.
Oh.
After that...
Guys, come on. Quit with the jaw flapping and come along. Whoops. think I found a cheaty way in.
We ain't skulking field mice like those ash maggots, but we can avoid some fights if we stay low.
Okay, not really cheaty. I think we can get in over here. Like that. Riva, thanks for pulling him back towards everyone else. That's not helpful.
Not a bad start, Fion. You sure don't fight like an old timer.
Okay. My health back. Start the rotating, swinging hammers of death going. They're just so good. Everyone ready? Everyone? Then let us begin. Yeah, we'll never take Ascalon. Oh wait, we already did and you're dead. I'd say burn, but that's like redundant. Because that's what happened to it. It fucking burned. And we didn't even do it ourselves. You guys did it. Your king set his kingdom on fire. Oops.
Maybe now my
clumsy
brothers and
me
sisters can find rest in the mists.
You've silenced Kalar. They'll find satisfaction in that.
Maybe this old cuss has a few fights left in him. You still have room in your ranks?
I do. Welcome to the Warband.
Victory is mine. Alright, got a new set of armor, and clearly we will have a mace amongst our presents. Okay, chest we can't use, pants we can't use, and a mace. It's something we can use, or could use. I don't think we will use, but theoretically we could.
Power flow at
I can actually get rid of the
30%
hammer because I'm never going to get to
Rerouting.
level 14 with this character. So. That would be contrary to the objective. Which is to finish out the first chapter of the story and get the key, and then suffer the intense shame and degradation that comes with the disappointment. Having your hopes dashed. When you get a teleport to friend. And crafting bags. Or possibly a prime. Next up, Rage Suppression. Which sounds like it ought to be an ability. Eye Brimstone. Tribune, Brimstone.
Good news, Tribune. Fion the Wraith has joined my warband.
Well done, Legionnaire. And just in time for your next assignment. Rage Steeltongue, one of Steelbane's thugs, has become a problem. After you took over, he joined the Flame Legion. He's determined to bring you down at any cost.
I'll drag him back to blood by the scruff of his filthy neck.
No. There's a time for mercy, and a time for mercy killing. I'm not giving Rage the chance
Or just
to betray
killing,
Blood
frankly.
Legion
It's not
twice.
even mercy killing, it's just killing.
Then we'll give him a real torch party.
Good. Meet me down by the Citadel gates when you're ready to deploy. Dismissed.
Meet you at the Citadel gates. Keats and Yates are on your side, but Wild is on mine. Music reference. That's not even really an old guy music reference. That's a middle-aged guy music reference.
See that fight last?
Oh, that's right. I have to meet him inside, don't I? I think so.
Hey, come talk to me.
Yeah, I do. Oh. God. That was censored, by the way. That's what that sound was. That was the censor's equivalent of a beep for my channel. Because, of course, I never use profanity. I'm not a pro at it, so I use amateur. Profanity. Ah, the cows. A touch of char-based whimsy in this one.
At ease, Legionnaire. Ready to get started?
More than ready, Tribune Brimstone. What's our next move?
That mongrel toady, Rage Steeltongue, was spotted in this area. Start with those cattle ranchers. Find out why they're here and if they've seen anything unusual. Get moving.
Sir, yes, sir.
Sir, yes, sir. With honors, sir. Tolona Iron Rustler. Why are the cows here? Legionnaire came in and told me to tell him here. Who gave the order? No, never saw him before. I'll need to examine the packs. It's terrible to strap explosives onto these guys because it would be abominable. Abominable. I shoo it away because it smelled like black powder. And you see, it's a abominable. Because it's going to explode. And that one's going to explode too. Anyone want ribs?
You know, if I wasn't looking at a big pile of cow chunks, I'd be laughing.
Laugh later. Right now, I need to know where those Flame Legion imposters went.
They headed deeper into town. You'll find them if you go that way.
Lead the way, Legionnaire. Rage just got promoted from mongrel toady to serious threat.
I'd say he got promoted from
Can't wait to give old Rage
mongrel toady to dead meat.
This city's come a long way. I'm not about to let some angry punk mess it up.
Should have known Rage was a jerk. Steeltongue? Complete jerk name.
Steeltongue, complete jerk name. Drop that crate and step back. Ow. Assholes. Flaming assholes.
Fire magic on my watch. Kill them all once we shut down Rage's sabotage operation. I'm going to cut his heart out and feed it to him.
Are you gonna cook it before you feed him his heart? Because that seems overly generous.
Not a bad fight.
It's not over yet, you dumbass.
My day, we dealt with saboteurs laid first.
Rage couldn't cook up something like this on his own. He must have Flame Legion allies. We have intelligence that they were planning something. This might be a striking
Hey, Kanaka.
opportunity. Come on, let's move.
Well, I'm grouped up with NPCs. Does that count? I had to kill the rats. So I assume with the Steam launch on Tuesday, you'll be joining us and coming to play Guild Wars 2? Dude, trying to talk to you. You have a gold star over your head. I'm supposed to talk to you. Dude, he vanished. What? That was a nice teleport.
Sentinel report.
What happened to you, soldier?
It was a Blood Legionnaire. He seemed friendly, but when he clapped me on the shoulder, all the strength just drained right out of me. He took my clothes, my boots, my entire kit.
Tell us where he went, and then get yourself to the infirmary.
He was headed for the scrapyard. Give him a good thrashing for me when you find him.
Oh, count on it. We're gonna mess him up.
More dazed soldiers staggering around in their skivvies. Either we're on the right track, or we missed the best part
Rage
ever.
Steel Tongue. And friends.
Did you get the gear? Got it right here. Put it on and you'll have free run of the place. They won't figure out they've been infiltrated until the damage has already been done.
It's over, Steel Tongue. I took down that coward Steelbane, and now it's your turn. Just tell me one thing. Why? Why'd you betray us and join the Flame Legion?
Why?
Aren't you proud to serve your new Legionnaire?
I had it all set. That coward Steelbane was the only thing between me and taking over this warband. Then you came along and beat me to it. At the end of the day, I don't care whose banner I serve under, as long as I'm the one giving the orders. Like right now, boss, I'm ordering you to die.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait, that probably isn't going to work.
I can't see anything.
Rotating Hammers of Death.
Flame Legion, rally to me! I make a pretty big team. Cover me.
He's invulnerable. That's a nice trick. Why can't I ever be invulnerable? On the other hand, I do have spinning hammers of death. He does.
The Flame Legion must be getting desperate if they're resorting to cow bombs.
Cow bombs.
Desperation is a weapon.
I prefer to think of them as
If they're
abominables.
targeting our defenses, they're planning a major assault on the city. Tactically, a night attack makes the most sense. When it comes, I need you and your warband in the field. When the fighting starts, your orders are to maneuver behind their frontline troops and take out the rear guard. Without mages and artillery to support the main force, they'll never breach the Black Citadel's walls. It's an important job. Can you handle it?
My soldiers are ready, sir. We won't let Blood Legion down.
Good. Dismissed.
Doodly doop doot doot. If I had a ham. They're patching the hammer damage. Be a nice improvement. How about a mace? Or mace? Or mace? The 2 foci in a row is really an insult.
We have completed the task at hand.
I mean, that really wasn't necessary at all. And yet, here we are. All right. We exit, and I believe the next mission here is the last bit for the key farm. You'll note, I can get the key farm done on the human character in about an hour. More or less, depending on events. It'll be about 2 hours to finish on the Char with this particular origin. But I can't do the human all the time. I would go insane. Although how anyone would notice the difference, I can't say.
Fun! New batching fun is here! Me first!
Alright, me guys. Swarm them! Operation Bulwark. Hey, you guys.
Listen up. A Flame Legion platoon is marching against the Black Citadel. Tribune Brimstone will engage the main enemy force while we take out the rear guard. Fion, you're on the mortar. Wait till we mark targets with green smoke, then light them up.
Green smoke, green smoke. Movie reference.
On target when you were still gnawing marrow bones in the Farrar.
Alexis, you're our sniper. Pick a spot where you can cover the entire battlefield. We'll
Alexis?
call you targets.
She's a luxury sedan.
Ventilate them.
With pleasure. And if it takes me more than 1 shot per kill, you can cut my rations in half.
All right. We do this fast, we do this right. And everybody comes home in one piece. You get me? Now, move out!
I only got 2 rules. Everyone fights, nobody quits. Thank you. Another movie reference.
I'm in position and standing by for your signal, boss.
In position. Standing by to bring the pain.
Lead the way, boss. I'm ready for action.
Green smoke, green smoke.
Confirm smoke. Firing for effect.
Those aren't the ones I'm particularly supposed to be using the green smoke on, but I wanted to try. It's the shaman, I believe. Call in the sniper shot.
Those siege weapons are doing some serious damage.
You didn't seem to do anything with your sniper shot.
Confirm smoke. Firing for effect.
We're going to destroy the weapons and the Fire Legion Shaman. Alright, we'll try again with the sniper shot. Doesn't appear to have done anything. Not quite sure why.
Have visual on smoke. Shots away. Stand clear.
Taking the shot.
Oh, okay, finally taking the shot. All right, that's one shaman down. Oh, and their bodyguards. So I got to get the bodyguards too. All right.
Confirm smoke. Firing for effect.
All right, another sniper shot.
Taking the shot.
I believe we need one more shaman and bodyguard combo to go down. There. I think we get our key. We open up our box. And we weep bitter tears. Oh, they turned.
Mark confirmed. Raining death.
Taking the shot.
Regroup with my warband. Hey, warband! We did it! It's Miller time!
All clear, boss. The Flame Legion's rear guard is officially out of commission.
Outstanding. This warband is tailed clear, soldiers. Fall in. We're heading back to the Citadel for a hot meal.
Best war band in the Legion. Hooah!
Damn straight. Never let anyone tell you different.
Doopy doop boopy doop boop. And key. Smoter the unflinching. Spoiler, he flinches. Just saying. He likes to style himself, you know, as unflinching. He flinches. He does.
This is the only proper course.
Alright, well, we'll head back to the Black Citadel. And head over, and we'll have to make some deposits in the bank. When we get some stuff, but first we'll sell the junk we're carrying. Should have a vendor. Sell junk. Go. Here, move that up here, move this here. We're almost there. Hold on, guys. Just a sec. Go to the bank, and we'll see what wonders we could conceivably win. We will get a Black Lion statuette. We will get a Nashblade Zephyrite supply box, which is mostly just going to be one of these items that sells for up to 5 gold. A couple of these, maybe. Possibly an uncommon, maybe a rare, and then the super rares. This one, for instance, would sell for like 10 or 12,000 gold. We won't be getting any of those. We'll get 2 commons. Good ones are potentially the die packs, always the unlocks. In the uncommons, these are some nice sets. The Aetherbound set is nothing spectacular, but it's a very cool set indeed. Actually, that's bordering on pretty spectacular. It's a really nice set. For commons, very nice. The axe, very nice set. The rares are the Darkwing sets, maybe not quite as good. I have a couple of these.
The Legion calls.
The torch is very nice. I thought I have a shield. I know I have the shield. You can see the sword here, the great sword. It's very nice. So these are nice. I'm not sure if they're nicer than the uncommons. but they're very nice regardless. And then the super rares, which Snake and Staff has informed me I'll be getting a super rare today. So there's that. He was feeling it. I'm going to click open. We'll get a common, and what we're hoping for is a 5th box to appear. That means we got an uncommon or better, and it's about a 10% chance. So here. Go.
Pillage.
Just commons. A die pack and the Tyrion exchange voucher. The Tyrion exchange voucher is also nice. It's not exciting, but it allows me to get access to... it used to be actually better when you could cash it in for any kind of voucher, but now there's only one kind of dungeon voucher, so it's less important. Used to be a very good thing, now it's just a hand.
Calls.
But before we go to the die, we've got the Nashblade Zephyrite supply box, where we're guaranteed to have an item we can sell for between 50 silver and 5 gold, and then a couple of probably just little crafty bits. Yep, little crafty bits. And 2 gold. And that leaves us the die pack. Now, the die packs...
Till we meet again.
I've got all of the common and uncommon dies in the game on my main account. The rares, I have 3 of the 4, and the exclusives, 5 of the 6. So my odds of getting a die I don't have on this account are not very good. But I'll send the die along to my alt account, and if they have it as well, it gets put into the guild.
Victory
just for anyone in the guild to avail themselves of. Here we go. It's a common, so it's one I already have, because I have all the commons. Send mail to me. And that is it for this character, who will now say hasta la vista, baby. To be deleted. Curax the Unsighted. Curax, we want to thank you for your devotion to the cause, your efforts, your kicking General Char butt. We salute you. Have a great trip to the Mists. And that's going to be it for the evening. I should be back tomorrow with more Guild Wars 2. At the usual time of 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Thursday, that's tomorrow, be more of this. Friday, will be Path of Exile, and I'll be starting probably early at launch time, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, I expect. And streaming that, unless it does what happened in the last league and makes me so mad at it that I rage quit. 35 minutes in. That really happened. About 3 or 4 days later, they patched the problems, but I wasn't interested. Maybe 2 months later, I played enough to finish out the initial playthrough of the storyline to defeat Kitava. Only died a couple of times after that. Maybe only once. But I died like a dozen times in one fight and said, so I'm going to give it again. Give it a try again on Friday. I expect it should be fine. Hopefully they've learned their lesson. We'll see about the new league mechanic. So that'll be Friday and possibly Saturday and Sunday. Monday, definitely Guild Wars 2. Again, prepping for the Steam release. The Steam release is on Tuesday. Don't know anything about the time. I'll be doing one of 2 things. I'll either be playing on my main account and hopefully answering questions from new players who join me here in the stream. That would be awesome. Or I will start a Steam account. I presumably will have to do a second install and start a new character myself on a fresh account and go from there. And again, do the same thing, hoping to answer questions from new players in an approachable and friendly fashion. As you know, I am the heart and soul of a welcoming and embracing human being. I love you all. So, that's my plan for the upcoming bits and pieces of the week. Have a great rest of your Wednesday night. Is it Wednesday already? It is, isn't it? Holy crap, time flies when you're having whatever this is. Hump Day is complete. A couple more days to go, and you're free for the weekend. Knock on wood. So I hope your Thursday goes reasonably well. The rest of your Wednesday night goes great. I will catch you next time. Hopefully you'll see me soon. Have a great night tonight. Take care, and ciao for now. Night, guys.